Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. till you see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely my bits are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bits are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk, I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bits are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bits are off. Everything was better off.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates seen a reservation and half my money go.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switched on Travis. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike 50. What we got?
Off play action. Costello. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play, 2nd down coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
58. Hard. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. Past the 20. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Yellow. Go. Pick the edge. Come. Out.
Mahomes now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, they could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Kill. Watch the twitch. Check. Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
You got nothing. 58, boys. 58, Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, Alpha. 58 to Mike. Now watch run.
On 3rd and 2, Costello. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Delta. 47 is the mic. Night, sweetheart. Hey, check, Mike.
Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Check three. Yellow.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Check. Check 15.
Mostert. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Chiefs nothing.
Yellow. I'm the blue lane. Focus, defense, focus. Tight dog. Hey, Riblin. Slam. Watch the edge.
This is Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I'd have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Mike 50. I got one. Mike 50, Mike 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Off the play fake. Costello. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his 1st career interception. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Hey, wahoo! There.
On 1st down, Costello. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
At the 29-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You got him. You got him.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I got power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Morals
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome.
All day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted master.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set 70, Indy.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. What? Screen.
Throwing on first down. Costello. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20. And touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Next to score, Raiders 7, Chiefs 0. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The end result, 21 yards. Operating from the gun. Costello, he's going to float this one deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all you needed to do.
On first and 10, Costello going right side here, and that's complete. He's at the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 68 yards.
Las Vegas.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
For noon, fellas, let's go. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Motion. Hey, check, Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your lead player. You can't just take him out like that. If I I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
1 yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Hey, box truck. Leo. Tighten up. Be grip.
From the gun, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Switch. Undercrunch.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. It's complete. Stills. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. It's a party now. You got tape. Right there.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 17-0 our score after one. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Hey, Charlie. Hey. Mike 50, yeah. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, go.
On first down, Costello. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off play action. Costello. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
50, plant. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Slam. Get it.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You draw corporate. Hey, echo. Yeah, baby. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Costello steps away to his left. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Go 58 to the mic. Woo-hoo. Watch the ship. Hey, lock it. Watch the ship. Watch twist. Check 37. 5.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for KC. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Throwing on first down, Costello. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw. Costello. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Right on these two. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Mahomes. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to go down. They They sack him back right around the 30.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Flush to his right, looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. In for the score, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it up.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Costello, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rock it. Shoot, watch the shoot. Check 43. Check. Cut up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Watch that. Sponge. No. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
24 is the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And Stills bringing it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Record. Switch. Check 26. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
My 52. I'm coming after you. My 57. My 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Here we go.
Mahomes now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off,
and the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow! Yellow! All day. Shoot! Say!
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Yeah. 47's the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Raiders' 26-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Go. Go, Jack, Lee Griffin.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 saw. Hey, watch the left, watch the left. Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
To throw on second down. Costello. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, high 7. 24 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready. 24 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 24 is the mic. Let's go, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Costello. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Mahomes. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. On the screen, this is Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second down, it's Jones. Down to the 25. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll go again to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second,
rush coming, and he's taken down. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw. Costello being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And our Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me.